Good morning, everybody. This week's Parshas Chayei Sarah, and at the end of Chayei Sarah, it talks about, there's a verse that says, "V'Avraham zakein ba bayamim." Avraham was already getting older, and ba bayamim, he was coming with his days, like he was living his life. But what does it mean, ba bayamim? So it's explained that he utilized every single day of his life. There are certain people, they live their life, like the Rebbe says, they're 90 on their passport, but in action and deeds, they're very young. Some people are very, very young in age, but in action, in accomplishments, they're quite old. They have a lot of accomplishments, they have a lot of experience behind them. So there's a joke that says there's once that a new soul is coming down from the higher worlds, coming down into this world. He's traveling, coming down. And there's a person that just passed, and the soul is going up. They meet in the middle. So the new soul tells the soul that's coming from the world, how's it down there? How's it in this world of lies? We know I'm up by God, and the Gan Eden over there, it's special, it's clean, it's pure. But in the world, is world of lies. So how does it, he says, you should know that for a couple of shekels, for a couple of dollars, you could buy the mezuzah. You have a mezuzah on your door, you know what that is? Wow. So the neshama is very excited. He's going to go down. He's going to do a mitzvah. It sounds wonderful. Then the neshama tells him, don't get too excited. Till you get those couple of shekels, the neshama could already go out. Doesn't happen right away. So it's explained, why does the neshama want to come down? What's so special about the mitzvahs? So the mitzvahs are like garments for the soul. And just like you can't go to space without a space suit, and you can't go scuba diving without having your tank and the whole suit that you need to scuba dive, so too for the neshama to be able to experience the experience of God, it won't be able to handle it. It's too powerful. But what the mitzvahs do, the mitzvahs create a chamber or a level, a covering for the soul, that the soul is able to handle it. So the story is told with Rabbi Eliezer ben Durdaya. There was a man in the times of the Talmud, Gemara Avodah Zarah talks about it, that he did every sin possible. And in a very old age, he realized that he messed up. So he was very, very sorry. He did tshuva, and he cried. He cried his heart out, and he passed away from crying. That's how deep his crying was. So the Gemara says, Yatza Baskol, a heavenly voice came out and said, Ashrecha, praise are you, Rabbi Eliezer ben Durdaya, that now you get the world to come. In one shot, bam. So Rebbe heard about this, and he cried, he says that some people that they have to buy their world in many, many years, they have to do all, and one guy in 1 minute, boom, he got the whole world to come. But the question is asked, how does he get the world to come? He didn't do any mitzvahs. He doesn't have the protection, doesn't have the gear. So yeah, he did tshuva. Of course, he's not going to get punished. But where does he come to Gan Eden? Where does he come to get anything? So the Arizal asks this question, and the Arizal explains that this man, Rabbi Eliezer ben Durdaya, was a reincarnation. His soul was here before. Who was his soul before? His soul before was the great Kohen Gadol, Yochanan Kohen Gadol. Now, Yochanan Kohen Gadol, he served for 80 years, until 80 years old in the temple. He was the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, who would go into the Holy of Holies. And one day, boom, he turned left. He decided, that's it, he's done. He saw something that didn't make sense to him, and he dropped everything. He went to Egypt, he dropped everything. So it's explained that he was the reincarnation of this man, of this great man. So he had mitzvahs. He went from 100 to 0. And now in the second life, he went from 0 to 100. So he reversed. He left Judaism and he came back to Judaism. So the mitzvahs he really has from the previous life. All he had to do was fix up that last thing. So this is why he's able to have Gan Eden. Otherwise, he wouldn't have Gan Eden. He would have tshuva, but he wouldn't have Gan Eden. So it's important to realize that in this week's pasuk, when it says Avram Zaken Ba Bayamim, when he comes with his days, it means that every day he did mitzvahs. Every day he was accomplishing. So we have to come to see that we have to try to do that as well, that every day we live, we have to do at least one mitzvah. It's important to bring down that every day a person should see to do at least one mitzvah, so every day has value, every day you have something special. Hashem should bless us all. We shouldn't just be able to do one mitzvah, we should be able to do a lot of mitzvahs.